You can insert hyperlinks in your AutoCAD drawing that are linked to objects, such as lines, arcs, circles, but more commonly AutoCAD blocks. What we're going to do here with our house development plan is convert this rectangle, arc, arc, rectangle into a block and add a hyperlink to that block. So we go to the Home tab, we go to the Block panel and select Create Block. The block name will be Pella, P-E-L-L-A, and then double door. Now the reason I've chose Pella there is because Pella was from our previous exercise with Autodesk Seek. They are a known supplier of doors and windows for architectural designs. I'm going to use them as an example in this case. Now the base point, where I pick point and come into the drawing, is going to be the end point of the two arcs. That end point there forms the midpoint of the opening for the door. So it's an ideal object snap to use. You can then utilize the mid between 2 points object snap to place your block. Select objects. Very simplistic. I just select rectangle, arc, arc, and rectangle. Right click to confirm. The behavior of the block is not going to be annotative, but I will scale uniformly in the X and Y direction, and I will allow exploding, because then I can explode the block, make changes, and perhaps make it into a different block. Block unit will be millimeters. We are working in a metric millimeters drawing. The hyperlink button is here, bottom left. If I click on that, it takes me into the Edit Hyperlink dialog box. Now the text to display again will be Pella, double door, like so, same as the block reference, and then I type in the file or the web page name. So I can hyperlink to a file perhaps. It might be a specification, a bill of quantities, something along those lines. In this case it's going to be the Pella commercial website. So it's HTTP, like so, and the usual URL setup with the backslashes, and then it's www.pella, like so, and then commercial, and then .com. Now be aware I'm only using Pella Commercial as an example. All their trademarks are their own, all their registered trademarks are their own. They do not belong to VTC or myself. I'm purely using Pella Commercial as an example of an existing business out there on the internet that basically we can link to. It's a web address that we can link to. I'm going to convert the DWG hyperlinks to DWF when I plot to DWF as well, because then anybody who receives a DWF of this drawing can also click on those links and go to the Pella website. So I click on OK there. The link is now added. I click on OK to make the block. Block definition has changed. Obviously this block has been created before in the drawing, so I just redefine it. There's my block there. As you can see, it's a Pella double door, and it tells me there when I hover over it, when I see the hyperlink symbol, to control and click to follow the link. So I hold down the control key on the keyboard, I then left click on the door itself, and the Pella Commercial website appears as you can see on the screen. Now what we can do there now is, while we're looking at the website, we can go and look for specifications and details there of windows and doors. So let's have a look now. We've got outswing hinged entrance doors. Let's have a look at those. And as you can see there, it takes you to the page on the website where we can start looking at wood and aluminium, steel, fiberglass doors, and so on. So what an architect can do here is he can start specifying actual physical doors, not just a diagram of a door, but an actual physical door that the guy building the house can use and actually fit out the house with. Now what I'm going to do now is go back to AutoCAD, so I'll Alt and Tab. There's AutoCAD there, and we're back in our drawing again, and if I hover again, there's the hyperlink. So that hyperlink is always there. You'll see I hover, hyperlink appears, and I'm prompted for control and click to follow the link. It will always open up your default browser, in my case Internet Explorer. You may use, for example, Mozilla Firefox or Netscape Navigator. Those also will open when you click on that link. It depends on what your default browser is. So as you can see there, it's a control and click to follow the link when you apply a hyperlink to any object in your AutoCAD drawing.